Today, we're diving into a really powerful story by Zan Gaudioso called A House is Not a Home. It's a journey that starts with a devastating loss, but ends up showing how unexpected kindness can pop up in the middle of a tragedy. And through it all, a young boy has to figure out what it really means to belong. So, this is the big question at the heart of the story, isn't it? I mean, a house is just a building, right? Walls, a roof, some doors. But a home is built out of totally different stuff. It's love, it's memories, that feeling of safety. And we're about to see a teenager learn that difference in the most intense way possible. All right, so our story kicks off with a feeling I think we can all relate to. That super awkward phase of being the new kid. For our main character, starting high school isn't just a little tough, it feels like an absolute catastrophe. Yeah, talk about whiplash. He went from being a senior at his junior high, top of the food chain, to a tiny little freshman in a school that's twice the size. And the worst part? All of his best friends went to a different high school, so he's completely on his own, just adrift in this huge, intimidating new place.
But in all that loneliness, he did have one little anchor, his red tabby cat. He'd rescued her when she was just a kitten, and she was always there, his little purring shadow. She was his one constant source of comfort.
And then it all falls apart. It's just a normal Sunday. He's at the dining room table trying to get some homework done. His cat is snoozing on his papers, and his mom is stoking the fireplace. It's one of those perfectly calm moments, right before your entire world gets turned upside down. He smells something weird, and when he looks up, he sees smoke pouring through the seams in the ceiling. In just a few seconds, the whole room is thick with it, and they can barely see a thing. They're literally feeling their way to the front door, just trying to escape. They get out just in the nick of time. The second they're outside, they see the entire roof is just swallowed by flames. It's spreading so fast. He runs to a neighbor's house to call the fire department, and that's when he sees his mom do something completely terrifying. She runs back into the burning house, and he knows exactly why. See, his father had passed away when he was young, and the only thing she had left of him, all his pictures and letters, were in a small metal box inside. They were everything. He's screaming for her, but she's already in there. A firefighter literally has to grab him and hold him back to stop him from running in after her. Thankfully, they get his mom out safely, but for the next 5 hours, all he can do is stand there and watch, totally helpless, as his house just burns to the ground. So once the immediate shock is over and he knows his mom is okay, this wave of relief washes over him. But right behind it comes this new creeping horror, his cat. In all the chaos, he hasn't seen her. She's just gone. The losses are just piling up. It's unbelievable. And of course, the very next day he has to go to school. That feeling of being isolated, well, now it's 1,000 times worse. He's not just the new kid anymore. Now, he's the kid whose life just went up in flames. I mean, just think about it. He shows up wearing these weird clothes he had to borrow from his grandparents' house. He doesn't even have his own shoes, just some hand-me-down tennis shoes. His backpack, with all his homework, his books, his stuff, his whole life, really. It's all gone. Every single bit of his security was just ripped away. And the weight of all that is just crushing. In his own words, he said, "I just wanted to curl up and die." He honestly felt like he was doomed to be this weird outcast forever. How do you even move forward from that? So he's just numb, walking around school like a zombie, totally disconnected from reality. Nothing feels real. It's like a bizarre nightmare that he just can't wake up from. He's lost everything, and in a way, he feels like he's lost himself too. But right here, in his absolute darkest moment, the story takes this incredible, hopeful turn. The very thing that made him feel so alone is about to be the thing that connects him to everyone. So he gets to school and people are acting weird, like even weirder than usual. His classmates are all hanging around his locker, telling him to hurry up and get to the gym. It's odd, but after what he's been through, what could possibly be stranger? They're practically pushing him into the gym, and when he walks in, he gets it. There's this huge table set up, and it's piled high with stuff. School supplies, notebooks, clothes, jeans, sweatshirts, everything. His classmates had taken up a collection just for him. And this is it. This is the big turning point. He's just totally overwhelmed. Kids he's never even talked to before are coming up to introduce themselves, inviting him over to their houses. And for the first time since the fire, he takes a deep breath and actually feels relief. He thinks maybe things are going to be okay after all. He's not alone anymore. So now we get to the final part of the story, where the rebuilding begins. And we're not just talking about the house. We're talking about rebuilding a life and seeing everything through a whole new perspective. A month goes by, and the scene is completely different. He's back at the lot where his house used to be, watching them rebuild it. But this time, he's not alone. He's there with two of his new friends from school. And he has this realization that the fire, as awful as it was, kind of forced him to stop worrying about being awkward and insecure and just open up to people. And this is where it all clicks. He was watching them put up the walls and the roof of his house, but he realized he was already living in his home. That feeling of home was built by the kindness of his classmates, the warmth of his new friends, that feeling of belonging. And then, the very last missing piece just magically falls into place. While he's sitting there with his friends, talking about what his new bedroom is going to look like, a woman walks up to them, and she's holding his cat. The story ends with this incredibly powerful line. He says, "My cat was back, and so was I." And you just know it's not only about the cat. He felt like he was back too. Back from that dark, lonely place of loss. He was whole again. And just like that, everything comes full circle. He's got his cat back, but nothing's the same, it's better. He's surrounded by friends, his cat is purring like crazy in his lap, and all that pain from the tragedy starts to fade away. All that's left is this incredible feeling of gratitude, not for his stuff, but for the people, for the kindness, for the connection. And that, right there, that's home.